Hello, it's Janice from Welcome to Shavalot. How are you all doing today? So I made a big announcement, and that is that I am now a proud retailer of JRV Vintage products, and I'm so excited. And one of the, she sells, JRV Vintage has lots of different products. But the main one, I don't know if I should say the main one, but a good one is the stencils. So I have picked, she had a lot, so I picked a lot of different ones to carry, and I'd like to carry all of them. But tonight we're going to use, this is how the stencil comes. This is the JRV Vintage Stencil. I left it in the package so you could see. What they do is they put this little sticker. Hello, call. Okay, so what they do is they put this little sticker that shows you what the stencil is. So that's what we're going to work with today. It's the pumpkin patch stencil. And I'm just gonna rip it open, you guys. And here it is. Now the thing about the JRV stencils, look at that, isn't that cool? I love that. The thing about the JRV Vintage Stencils is they're very, very good quality. They're thick. They're not really, I've gotten a lot of stencils that are really flimsy. These are not flimsy. If you're there, please say hello so I know you're here. And I also carry now their brushes. So JRV has these really, really cool, good quality stencil brushes. So I was using the dollar store stencil brushes, and so I'm excited to see how great these are going to be. So this is my first time. What I am going to stencil on is I'm making a sign. You may have seen these from me before, but a year ago or so, when I had my store in the vintage booth. Hi, Janice. JRV items are all quality. Facebook user, please tell me who you are. StreamYard doesn't give me your name unless you sign up. But this is, can you see it? I feel like the camera's very close. This is an old jewelry tray. I picked this up in the vintage stores. They were about $10 a piece when I picked them up. But I thought for signs, because they're real good quality and they have this like cool stuff on them, because these were like jewelry trays, old vintage jewelry trays. So what I've been doing is I said, well, you know what? That's a frame. So last year, and it fits perfect, you guys. So this stencil, they're large stencils. So it fit perfectly in this. So we're going to do that stencil on this jewelry tray. It's Sonia Sutton. Hi, Sonia Sutton. How are you? Are you a retailer of JRV? I wanted to show you this is and that one, the background was painted with vintage linen. So I thought, so this one is painted with faded burlap, you guys. Faded burlap. I also am carrying Paint Pixie brushes on my website too. So Josie of Paint Pixie, I haven't really put them up on my website yet, but I'm looking at 1 billion brushes from her, and her mermaid paints, and her Paint Pixie dough, and I don't even have it on my site yet, you guys. I have to get on my site. Faded burlap, gorgeous color. So I just wanted to show you that's how I started. Now, there's a truck on this, you guys. It's like the DIY vintage truck, you guys. Guess what color I'm going to paint it? Guess what color I'm going to paint it? I'm going to start with the truck because I know what color I'm going to paint that. I have no idea what color I'm going to paint any other part of it. But I'm going to turn the camera down. Oh, you can see, whoops, you can see my store. Whoops. All right, I'm going to turn the, oh, there, you can see that. That's pretty good, but down a little bit. Okay, how's that? Not good. Okay, so, all right, so the brushes we're going to start off with. So I have, this one is 1-inch stencil brush. This is 3/8, and this one is a half an inch. So there's more sizes, but those are what I figured would be good for this stencil. I feel like a pro, you guys. Like I do. I feel like I have advanced big time by using these products. I feel, no, just a customer, Sonia. I'm sorry, honey. I forget. I have really bad memory. But I feel like a pro. So you've been using these products. So what I did was kind of measure the size of, you know, what size brush do I need for this? So this one is the 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use this one for the truck. Do you guys have a guess on the, what was I saying? Oh, the color for the truck. I suppose I should center this. All right, I'm going to turn you back down again. But I just want to tell you that I felt really professional, like using like such good quality stuff. I'm so happy. It's a good thing, you guys. Let's see if it makes our life easier. Okay. So you can see. I'm eyeballing this. Okay, wait a second here. All right, I almost did this backwards. Art by Melanie. Hi, yes, 57, perfect. How are you, Melanie? It's so good to see your face. I'm gonna eyeball. I'm actually just going to, oh God. All right, I'm gonna put it to the bottom. Should I be like really a perfectionist and center it like with a ruler? Good, I'm glad. So am I. You looking forward to your trip out here? Melanie is going to join us for an event that we're having here in Rhode Island, a creative event. And if you want to learn more about that creatives event, please let me know in the comments and I will send you some information. But Melanie is going to be teaching a class of her angels live. This is an in-person event. It's all live. It's not social media. It's in person. And Melanie is flying all the way out from her home to Little Rhode Island to teach us a class. And we're very grateful. So yes, 057, you're right, girlfriend. Definitely 057. Mine's all dried up. Here I am with this really cool brush, you guys. And my paint is like really dried up because I took a little bit of a hiatus. So I'm assuming because you pounce with a stencil brush, right? I don't need to get it all the way to the top. I can just put it on the bottom. Look at that color, you guys. 057. Here I go. No more talking. I eyeball this. I'm just gonna pounce, but this is very firm. This brush, I'm just saying the words, very firm. I'm gonna bring you closer. By that I mean it's very sturdy. The brushes are firm, so you're getting a really good impact doing this with this brush. I have had other brushes that they're not as firm, so they're kind of wishy-washy. So I'm just going to go to town, guys. I'm going to enjoy this. Creating my old, I painted, like I said, I painted the background with faded burlap. I thought faded burlap would be a good color, background color for the fall. So pounce. I wish my paint was not as dried up, but it's okay. I can still use it. Cool. can still use it. Wow, you know what? I'm getting some pretty cool texture too, you guys, with this. Go a little faster. I did not tape this down, you guys. So I should have. I just realized I should have taped this down. I should have centered it a little bit and taped it down, but I didn't. So we're just going to have to deal. These stencils, yeah, I can already tell. I feel so much better with this product. They're very, very firm. They're not like, if you've ever, hi, Facebook user, hi, Shabs. Okay, all right. I'm hearing hi, Shabs. So guess what? I don't see your name because I'm on StreamYard. So I'm going to guess who that is, okay? I'm going to guess that whoever just said hi, Shabs to me is Kelly Wilder. Whoop, whoop. Girl Upcycle Studio. Is that you, girlfriend? I'm so excited. I hope so. Because I think I'm going to be seeing you pretty soon, too. All right. What am I doing? Okay. Whoop. Yeah, my paint's thick. So as I'm doing this, I'm getting a lot of texture. And I am totally fine with that. Because I think those of us who use DIY paint, we're texture girls. Yep. Hi. I will see you. Oops. Wait a minute. I will see you in a couple days, right? I'm flying out to Courage on Canvas with Dion Woods and Kelly Weiler of Girl Upcycle Studio, and I'm so excited. It's in Texas, and I'm going to meet a lot of people that I've seen on social media that I'm going to meet in real life, and to me, that is really, really cool. I love meeting everybody in person. Social media can only go so far. And that's why I created this event. It's called the Creatives Networking Event. It's going to be held in person here in Rhode Island at Hope Artiste Village. And if you want to know more about that event, please mention it in the comments and I will send you the information. All right, this old 57 is the best. Now, Randy, who's my fiance, is a car guy, and all right, so what he like, I painted one of these cars before and he was correcting me. What does that say? Eek, I'm so flippin' excited. Oh my God, me too. I'm so excited. So right here, guys, that's the old 57. Beautiful. See this right here? That's the like wood. So I'm not going to paint that with the old 57 because then I would be corrected by my fiance. He would say, you shouldn't have painted that old 57. You should have painted that brown because that would be wood. It wouldn't be metal. So, all right. Now, what I want to do, you guys, is because since I have, oh, I'm so happy for you and your event. It sounds amazing. Thank you. I hope so. I really hope so. So since I have my old 57 out, you guys, all right, so this only has 2 pumpkins. See? These are the 2 pumpkins. 1, 2. I'm not going to make them orange, you guys. Nope. I'm going to make them, one of them, all right, what am I going to do? I'm going to make one of them old 57. And you'll see what I'm going to do later. But I'm going to make one old 57, and then I'm going to make one vintage linen, and I'm going to highlight them opposite, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to do that. All right. So there, You guys, pounce, 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 pounce. They're so strong and sturdy. This 1/2 inch stencil brush is, I had to write it down. This 1/2 inch stencil brush is $9.95, okay? The little one that I'm going to be using is $7.95. And I have a feeling, look at, I'm not just, this is like, that's why I love coming on live with you guys the first time I use something, because that's when you have the best, reaction, the best real reaction to a product. All right. So now I'm going to get black velvet and see, I'm gonna, this is DIY paint, you guys. Yep. And this is black velvet, and I'm gonna do the letters in black velvet because the last one I did, I really liked the black lettering. That might seem obvious, but it's really, like, to me, I was afraid to use the black. The other color that I have is Fancy Farm Girl. This is DIY's Fancy Farm Girl, and I find this color to be really dried up. Really dried up, you guys. You see that? I have my continuous mist spray bottle, and I'm gonna put a lot of water in there, and I'm going to use this smaller stencil. This is the 3/8 on these little letters right here. I'm going to do them in Fancy Farm Girl. Let me bring you a little closer. I can't. Let's see if I can do this. Is that better? You're seeing too much of my. Oh, that's better. Okay. So I just sprayed some water in here. So it's gonna, and now all I'm doing is I'm just kind of picking up some paint because the clay, once it gets reactivated once it gets wet. So we'll see how this works. I love Fancy Farm Girls, you guys. It's one of my favorite colors. So it's too wet. It's not working. Okay, so what that means is I'm going to go grab a brand new can. I will be right back. That can I'm going to have to work with. But I have a lot of DIY paint, you guys. I'm a DIY paint retailer, and I have every single color. Every single color. If you go to my website and the color you want is not there, just send me a message because I probably just didn't get to adding it to my site yet, but I have every single color. So Fancy Farm Girl, JRV Stencil brush, and we're going to do those letters, all right, guys? Excuse me, you didn't hear that, right? How come? Okay, here we go. There's nothing like making your quality of life better. And one of the things that I've always said to my kids when we go shopping for things is I say, I don't like to get the most least expensive thing. I usually try to find the middle of the ground in price because I believe that quality of life is important and that the products that you use in your everyday life, it's nice if they can make your life a little bit easier. So this brush is making my life easier. I'm working really fast for me. It might be slow for other people, but for me, it's pretty fast. brand new can of Fancy Farm Girl doesn't hurt either. Okay. All right, so it says, so I figured that's a farm, like a fall color, right? This Fancy Farm Girl. Fancy Farm Girl is used for a lot of different reasons, different things, and it's very versatile. I use it for a lot. So far, here we go. We've got that says open daily, and that says hay rise and apple cider. Probably should have done those in two different colors, but I didn't. All right, so now I'm going to take the black. I guess I need to clean this off. So, oh, actually, I hate wasting. What else can I do in this color? Oh, I can do the stems of the pumpkins. Gotta be careful. Oh my God, Janice. Slow your roll. This is a little bit too big for um, that stem, so I can still do it. I just have to be very careful. Okay. I should have used a much smaller one. All right, I got a lot of paint on here. I don't think I'm going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything else in this color right now. I really want to get to the black. So I'm just wiping the paint off, you guys. Hi, Randy. How are you? Randy's my fiance, and he's here. Thank you. So, all right, because I'm going straight to the black, I think it's going to be okay that I have a little bit of green on here. So I'm just going to go straight to the black. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Pounce, 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 pounce on the tire. Randy, so this is the same truck that I have up there. So what color? I painted the truck old 57. So what color should I paint this part? Can you see that? That's like, I don't know if that's like wood. And this looks like the bottom part of the car. And I don't know, what do you think? Can they still be old 57, or should they be a different color? These are the JRV stencils, you guys. JRV brushes, DIY paint. I'm just trying to be a little careful that I don't get the black on the old 57. I probably could have used a smaller brush for this too. That's why I guess it's good to have different sizes. Okay, so there's the tires. All right, now I think I'm going to put I really want to go to I have other colors here. I've got the old 57, I've got the faded, well, I can't use faded burlap because that's the background. I have sea glass, and I have I have mermaid's tail. I am trying to decide if I should put the letters pumpkin patch in black. So what do you guys think? Should I put the pumpkin patch letters in black? So far, you guys. Would add some rust. Okay, I can add some rust, like copper. How about copper? Because I have pennies from heaven, which is a copper. I'm gonna do black. Can you guys let me know if you think the letters should be in black? I've got this really big brush. This one's an inch. That would go really fast if I did the letters. This one will take, because it's smaller, will take longer. I'm just going to use the big brush, you guys, for the letters, okay? And I'm going to, I got to figure out a way to talk to and have, I can't figure that out. Maybe if I backed it up a little bit. All right, so, so here is, I'm going to do the letters. What my problem is, you guys. I'm always like this. Yeah, that's good, right? Okay, I got the black. I'm going to do the letters. Look how fast. Because this is a really good size brush for these big letters. I should have taped it down, you guys. I did not tape it down, so I'm just holding it down with my fingers. The next time I do this, I will definitely tape it down. Made a big mistake by not doing that, but I'm learning. Going back, see if I missed anything. So pumpkin patch is what it says. So I'm assuming I'm doing both words in the black. And then I'm going to wash. Obviously, when I'm done, I will wash these brushes and wash the stencil itself. Okay, do you guys have any preference on if the word pat should be black as well? I think it should, right? That would be weird if it wasn't. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do it black. No matter what, it's gonna come out good. I mean, I could always add, like if I find that the black is too much, I could always add things. I have room, because this is a big tray. I have room to add other stencils or transfers to you know, add some more color. Never stop working until I like what I'm seeing. Sometimes it takes a few different applications of things to start to work. But this stencil, it does have a lot on here, so it probably will be fine just like this. Can't wait to lift it. Let's make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. Okay, so the word pumpkin patch is now done with, what did I use? I used black velvet. Okay. All right, that's done. So now we have the pumpkin patch. And so the next thing is I've got these little squiggly things. I think I'm going to do them orange, and this Farm Fresh, I think I'm going to do orange as well. Let me get some summer crush, you guys. Okay, I'll get some summer crush. Or I could do cowgirl coral. I'm gonna do summer crush. Yes, where are you, summer crush? Summer crush. Or I could do queen bee. These are all like really good fall colors that I'm trying to decide upon. I've got, this is Summer Crush. We do have a brighter orange called Fire Starter, but I'm not feeling that. So this one's Summer Crush, and you know what? I'm not feeling this either. What did I just say? There's Queen Bee, which is cool, and there is, let's see. Well, there's the Cowgirl Coral. Should I do Cowgirl Coral? I think so. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go get my Cowgirl Coral. So these are all my brushes that I have, all of my JRV brushes. So these are really big ones. Like this one is, let's see. Oh, hold on, one second. This one is 1 1/4. I think that's the biggest one that I think I think it comes in 4 sizes or 5 sizes. So, and these are the smaller ones. So these are what I'm using. I'm going to use this really little one. I'm going to use this one again. This one's pretty good. 3/8. This one's a half. So this is a good size. And this is that's the Cowgirl Coral, you guys. And this is the Fire Starter. What do you think? Should I do Fire Starter or Cowgirl Coral? I can't do Cowgirl Coral. Sorry. I mean, I can't do Fire Starter. I'm going to use the Cowgirl Coral. Just dropped it. Because I think that that's appropriate. And I'm going to turn you down again. Okay, so, all right, so these little squiggly lines, brand new. Oh no, this one I've opened. Yeah, this one's already been opened. It's a beautiful color and it's not dried up. I'm going to do those squiggly things, Cowgirl Coral, because I like a lot of color. Gotta take the stencils down, guys. That is what I'm learning. Okay, and now we'll do the other side. It has these little squiggly lines on both sides. Okay, now I've done the little squiggly lines. All right, now I want to use more of this Cowgirl Coral because I really like it. I think it looks good. So should I do the other pumpkin Cowgirl Coral? Yes, I should. So I'm going to do the other pumpkin Cowgirl Coral so that we have some, what do you call that? Balance, I guess, with the colors. Probably could have used a smaller stencil brush for this, but I already have the paint on here, so I'm just being careful. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Cowgirl coral it is. I love it. I'm really happy with the cowgirl coral. It all sets nicely all these other colors. Now, down here it says farm grown. So yeah, so now I have to decide. Let me raise that up a little bit. Now I have to decide what color to do the farm grown at the bottom here. So my choices are I could do Fancy Farm Girl. I could do one word, fancy, one color and one color here, but no, maybe I should do it black. Let's see. We've got two things with 57. We've got two things with Fancy Farm Girl. We've got two sections with the black. We've got, so this one, I think black would be too much. So this one's the color furthest away. This is kind of how I think about color placement. It's not, it's just my mind trying to find balance. This one's the color furthest away. So without introducing another color, because I do have to do another color here, Randy wants me to do copper. So why don't we do that? Why don't I go get the pennies from heaven and do that? Hold on. Randy, I think that was a really good idea to do pennies from heaven for parts of this car. So I'm going to, I should have brought water. I need a small one. So I'm wiping off the black. I don't know about this. Should have brought some water. Maybe I should just use another brush. I think I will, because I'll be cleaning these and using them for classes. Because I want people to use these brushes when I have my classes. So I have the 3/8, the little one, and I'm gonna put a little bit of pennies from heaven on this car. And I'm gonna do this little foot thingy here. I gotta put my glasses on, guys. Can't see a thing. Okay. So Randy, I think this was a really good idea, Randy. Thank you so much for suggesting it. Yeah. Gotta have pennies from heaven in your arsenal. You never know when it's gonna work. It's not just for the verdigris finish. It's also it's a cool color. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and now I'm gonna do the little wooden basket thingy. I could have done brown, but this is, Randy was spot on with the copper. It's gonna give it a lot more interest. It's got a nice shine. It's copper. copper finish. All right, you guys. Okay, so there it is with the copper. He said rust, but to me that was the same as copper. So now I have one more thing to do, and that is farm grown. And I am still drawn to the cowgirl coral, so that's what I'm going to do. I had to give it a moment to think about it, so that's what I'm going to do. And then the big reveal, I'll be done, and I can lift the stencil and see how good or bad I did. I'm not caring about how much paint I put on this brush because the Pounce they're such sturdy brushes that it's just really taken the color. It's just spreading it beautifully. I don't know what else to say about it. Almost done. This is fun. This is easy. This is a nice, easy project. And I believe that these sell well. These signs, these different seasonal holiday signs are desirable products if you have a booth or a brick and mortar or just an Etsy site or an online store. These are great products. So make your life easier, especially if you have to make a lot of them. So I'm going to just look at it. Make sure I have really good coverage before I lift. I'm feeling like I need a little bit more black. So I'm going to just go over the black a little bit more. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be completely solid for me because, you know, this is a shabby world I'm living in and things do not have to be perfect. But I want to just, I could always distress this by sanding it. I'd rather do it that way. I decided it needed to be distressed. I'm going to do a little bit more on the tires too, you guys. I think I was nervous with the black and I wasn't putting enough paint on. I could have used a little bit more, not a lot, just a little bit more paint. Okay, I'm done. All done. So there it is. Now I'm going to remove the stencil. What I would like to do is get the camera at a good angle for it. So let's just lift it up like that. That's always, okay, so, yeah, there we go. I'm going to remove the stencil, you guys. What do you think? Do you think I did good? Is it good? I'm so nervous, but it's going to be cool. So let's take the stencil. You don't have to wait for the paint to dry or anything like that, I don't believe. Ta-da! There's my sign. Whoop, and everything fell on the floor. There's my sign, you guys. Pumpkin patch, JRV Stencils, and stencil brushes, DIY paint. Do you like it? I love it. The copper, Randy, great idea. I love the copper. Look at that. Using these brushes made it perfectly tight. I don't know if I am going to distress it. I I have room that I could always add things. I did go out of line on one side. I don't know if you see that, but what I can do there, how did I not notice that? What I can do there is, that was because I didn't tape it down, you guys. So very important to tape down your stencil. I'm sorry, I learned that tonight. And but I can fix that with a little painter's brush with the faded burlap. And I have to decide if I'm going to paint this. If I were to paint this, what color should I paint it? Should I paint it the faded burlap? I could paint it 057. I don't think I'd want to paint it the cowgirl coral. Cowgirl coral ended up being a good color for these holiday signs. Or I could paint it the Pennies from Heaven. You know what, you guys? I'm going to paint it Pennies from Heaven. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. That means I need to get a brush. Hold on. That's not a stencil brush. That's a regular brush. So I'm going to get a brush. I really like that little bit of shine that copper gave the car. So I think by doing that, it's going to bring it all together. So let me bring this down. And see the Pennies from Heaven. So I'm going to, I did the inside faded burlap already, which is good. So I'm just going to, because it's kind of orangey, right? And it's not a paint. Like the Pennies from Heaven is a finishing, like a finishing product. So it might be a little, it might still show some of the wood through, which would be really cool, because this is an old vintage wooden jewelry drawer, jewelry holder for like the jewelers. Can you see the way that's going on? Yep, I like it, you guys. Pennies from Heaven. Good stuff. Going on super smooth. And now tell me what you guys think about sealing this. Sealing the DIY paint. I will probably seal it with liquid patina, because the golden, well, we have a golden ticket. I don't think I would use that. And we have the big top, which is a more of a shinier sealer. And liquid patina is a matte finish. Boy, I had to give a shout out to Randy, because if he didn't pop on and tell me about, he said rust, but I knew what he meant as far as like a metallic. I would not have done any of this. I would not have sealed it with Pennies from Heaven. But look, it's a great fall color. This is nice, bright, shiny. I love it. Came out really good. I do have to still seal it, like I said. And I have to seal it, and I have to fix a little piece of it where I went a little too heavy right there on with the brush. So I will fix that. I'm gonna wait for it to dry though. I'm gonna clean everything up, wait for it to dry, and then I will seal it with the liquid patina, and yeah, that's it. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I am now a JRV retailer of their stencils, their deco. I'll show you. I'm gonna see if I can bring you over to what I have set up for JRV. So is that backwards? No, this is the JRV. Hold on. So that's okay. This is what I have for JRV. Here's all of, these are, where are they? These are the stencils. I have them all on this swirly thing. And then I have decoupage papers. I can't do it. What do I do with them? Let's take this out. So there's the decoupage papers. So we've got some Christmas ones. That is postcards. All right, I'm making you dizzy. I don't want to do it anymore. But I will do some decoupaging with the JRV papers and show you the really cool mermaid one, you guys. But all right, well, thanks for joining me. Again, if you would like any information regarding the Creatives Networking event that I'm hosting in Rhode Island in November, it's an in-person live event. It's Friday night, all day Saturday, and Sunday morning. Melanie Heyman is of Art by Melanie is going to be teaching a class. I'm going to be teaching a class, and we're going to be bowling and lots of stuff. So it's more of a get to know your friends that you see online in person. So if you're on the East Coast or anywhere, and you would like more information regarding that event, please comment, and I will send you a link to a private Facebook group page that I have created for it. Okay? Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.